Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Jeruhmi and welcome to this video. This is my funny Coachella story. So, in about March 2013, I went to the USA and I was only 18 years old. I'd been doing well on YouTube, so I decided I wanted to go to LA, and I originally booked the trip for like 3 to 4 weeks. And anyway, I ended up staying a lot longer. I spent a lot of time at this hostel. I don't really want to name the name of this hostel, but anyway, this is how I got my Coachella ticket. So I wasn't 21, but there was a lot of parties at this hostel and they liked me, so I was allowed to drink there even though I was 18. Drinking age in the US is 21, so I was kind of like friendly with a lot of them. And anyway, I would just sit around like talking to this producer friend of mine and just chilling for the day, recording videos on my MacBook. Anyway, one of the managers there, who was like a promoter as well, started pestering me, telling me he had this Coachella ticket. And I was like, what is Coachella? Because coming from Australia, we don't hear about it that often. We have like our own festivals. Coachella is a big deal, I found out. So I thought about it for a few days. The price was like $350, and I think I got drunk with this guy one night and told him about like what I was doing, and obviously he knew I had the money for it, so he just kept coming after me. And he's like, Coachella. I'm just like, I don't really want to. I'm actually banned from this hostel now, but that's another story. So $350 later, I buy this ticket. It has like camping included, I think, or maybe it was just GA. But anyway, I rent this car. Being like 18, it's really hard to rent a car in the States as well, so I had a bit of trouble with that. But anyway, at the end of the day, I got a car and I met two other people at this hostel, one from England and one from Denmark, and they were like this couple thing. So I was like, hey guys, I'm going to Coachella. They're like, we are too. We have camping. I was like, what's that? Because I wasn't really sure where I was staying. But anyway, they have a camping pass, which means you get like this little like grid. There's like, you get a spot and then there's people next to it on the other side of you. You get the deal. But there's like, I'll tell you when we get to Coachella, but it was just really cool like how it worked out. So anyway, it's like 2 days later. We meet up at 5 p.m. I think. I'd been hanging out with rappers and producers most of the day, just like on my laptop, chilling, just having a good time, partying. And anyway, we get in the rental car, load it all up. I don't have a tent, even though we're going camping. And Coachella is right out in the desert. I believe it's near Indio, Palm Springs area. Indigo or Indio, somewhere out there anyway. So it's like quite a few hours drive out of LA. I hadn't even had my full Australian license, so not too sure how the rental car company let me get away with that. But anyway, I had been hanging out with this rapper earlier in the day, so I decided, hey, I'm going to this festival. I don't know too much about it. Heard a bunch of the bands that were playing there, like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Wu-Tang, Tame Impala, some big bands like that. And I was like, hey, can I get some weed? So I end up with like a quarter ounce of weed, and yeah, I hear there's like pretty strict like regulations getting in. So I decided, hey, what a good idea, right? Just gonna do one of these and like keep it down there and drive the car. So the whole car ride, it's dark, and the people in the back, they're totally straight. Like they just drink or whatever, don't even smoke or anything. And I'm not about that lifestyle anymore. But I had weed on me in the car, and they probably weren't cool with that. So I didn't tell them, which is even worse because then they could probably be responsible. I'd probably just take the blame if something happened. But anyway, during the drive out to the desert along highway, I waited, whatever this, I don't even know what it's called. But anyway, we're going out there, just got my iPod playing some music, and they're like, do you smell weed? I'm just like, no, I don't smell any weed. What are you talking about? And then she's like, oh, it must be a car in front or something, or some trees we passed. I was like, yeah, oops. I didn't think it would smell so strong. But then the whole trip, she's basically like, I think there's some weed in this car. If you just rented it, someone's probably left some in there. I'm like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, we stop at Walmart. I go in, get a tent, get some stuff. They get some beers and all this crazy party stuff. Like, just like alcohol, nothing else really. And I get like all my camping stuff together. So I'm set to go to Coachella. And anyway, keep driving like an hour or two more, and we get to this place. So we go through Palm Springs. It's like a ghost town. I'm just like, does anyone go to this festival? Like, I really didn't know what was going to happen. I was like, shit, dude, this could be weird. But anyway, we get to the main gate to enter with your car for camping. And my gosh, there is police cars everywhere. Most police I've probably seen on this whole trip to LA, just like everywhere, dude. Like, they're walking around, like going up to car windows, rolling down, talking to them, like all this stuff. And we're just rolling in, and it is like Mad Max. There's people just sitting on top of like trucks, cars, smoking blunts and stuff like this. I'm just like, oh my gosh, just like shotgunning beers on top of cars. I'm just like, what am I going into? Oh my god. I didn't actually get internet, so that was a problem out there too. Trying to find Wi-Fi. Oh my gosh. So eventually we get to the main gate, and one of these people in like a yellow shirt, I think, one of the security people come up, and they like ask us how it's going. I'm like, good. Please don't look in my car. I'm just thinking like, holy shit, what's gonna happen? It's literally right between my legs, and they could probably smell it. And they're like, go ahead. I'm just like, thank you. Fuck. Fuck that. Fuck. I was just thinking the whole time, do I throw this out the window or do I just roll with it? Oh my gosh. But anyway, we get in. Turns out like they had confiscated so many pounds of weed off different cars because I think people were going into the festival to deal, and like ecstasy, MDMA, same shit, right? And all that like cocaine, stuff like that had been confiscated. So I was like, wow, that's lucky they didn't search the car because probably would have got it body stripped too. I don't even know. So anyway, it's late at night. We roll in, have to find our park for the camping spot. And I think we got there first, so it's kind of like floodlights on, just like a huge area of different little plots with numbers on them. We're right at the back with the toilets, like not that close behind, but quite a few feet back, like back there. So that, as I said, where's my little grid thing? So we end up here in the middle. We have a neighbor on this side and a neighbor on that side. These people are a gay couple. They're really cool. And there's also these hot girls staying like ahead of us from Canada. And I was like, wow, this is going to be good. People over here, or whatever side I haven't said yet, were like lawyers or something. I'm like, these guys will be pretty straight. Won't be doing anything crazy. Next day comes, and everyone's just like setting up in the morning, getting beers out. Guy next to us is like loaded, dude. He's just like on the grass with like his button down, just like sitting there. If I can do this. He's just like, I'm just like, hey man, how's it going? He's like, pretty good, just took some mushrooms. I'm just like, fuck, this is gonna be crazy. So next few days were just really nice, going out to see bands. I've got some R18 stories I probably don't want to put on my channel at this stage, but maybe in the future, we'll see. Quite a few stories from this trip that I could definitely make a solo video about. But anyway, I just end up drinking some alcohol, having a nice time, and I keep like walking around to go to the toilet, check out the place. There's like little stalls of craft things, all these fun things to do at Coachella. And this woman staying like 2 plots away, she's probably like in her late 30s, and she keeps coming up to me, and she's like, blow skis, blow skis. I'm like, she's like, come back to my tent, blow skis. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Do you want to give me a blowjob? I don't even know. I'm just like, oh, I'm good, thank you. I'm good, thanks. And I get back, and she's just doing sitting there just doing lines of coke. I'm 18 years old just thinking, what the fuck? These people are doing mushrooms, she's doing coke, guys over here are doing molly. I'm just sitting here with like my can of beer and a joint and just being like, wow, I thought I would be the only one doing this. But people are just getting really messed up. Yeah, like the gay guys next to us had a bunch of things they were taking. It was a lot of fun though. Just like going into my tent, just hotboxing it, and just waking up and being like, whoa. But I'm not about that anymore. It's like, it's fun at things like that, but I don't recommend it because you lose like the whole day depending on what type of stuff you get. But it was a lot of fun. So we went and saw Wu-Tang Clan, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Vampire Weekend, Tame Impala, Tyler the Creator, L Sweatshirt, so many big bands. It was so good. And I didn't get caught, so that's also a good thing. But yeah, don't do that. Don't be 18 years old in a foreign country and take drugs with you, because that is not a good idea ever. For these lawyers next to us, just like rocking around, just with their buttons undone, just taking back-to-back cigars, dude. I was like, how are these guys alive? Seriously, they were going so hard. But just camping, if you go to Coachella, do the camping. It was so good. Take some friends or just meet some random people like I did and just have a good time. Don't take drugs. Don't do it. We were actually out at this Walmart. We had to go on like a big drive to get to the shopping center. It was way out from Coachella. Maybe like a 20-30 minute drive. We might have gone the furthest away. But anyway, there's this guy there. His pupils are shut. And I'm just like, hey, I rolled, bleh, fuck. I roll down my window. I'm just like, hey man, how's it going? And he's just like, hey, you taking mushrooms before? I'm just like, I haven't tried them, sorry. And he's like, where's Coachella? We just heard about someone dying, right? Before I get into this, from taking mushrooms and walking out to the desert. Meanwhile, we find this guy nowhere near buildings, just a shopping center. And he's walking in like the wrong direction on mushrooms. His pupils are shut, and he had no idea where he was going. So we put him like on the right path and drive off. That's probably a terrible thing to do, but he was pretty fucked up. Like pretty fucked up. I haven't seen someone that fucked before. Like just wandering, wandering into the distance, dude, on some psychoactive substance, not knowing what is going on. That's how you die. Quite a few people died at that Coachella, but it's a lot of fun. Moral of the story: don't do heroin, and don't do mushrooms and go into the desert, because that's crazy. But yeah, I'd probably go again sometime down the track with like a girlfriend or something nice like that, and you know, just have a chill time. The food there was amazing. People were so cool from everywhere. There's a lot of regulars that go there every year, so it becomes kind of like a, I don't know, like family holiday thing. I don't know. There wasn't like little kids around either, which was weird. I enjoyed myself. Once again, it's getting dark as hell, so I have to end this, but I really enjoyed that. Go check it out sometime. Go to a festival if you haven't. Let me know down in the comments down below if you've been to festivals and what you think of them. I think I've just been to Coachella. I've been to quite a few concerts. It's a lot of fun. Would recommend. And yeah, stay safe. Take care. I will see you soon. My name is Jeruhmi. Thank you for watching. Bye.